So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Monday Nights with Danny Stewart. And I am your host, Danny Stewart. First off, I would like to welcome you all to the WNYPS network. I apologize for if I sound funny or anything like that. Weekend activities. The liquor has gotten my voice, and I think I left it in Memphis. I'm not even sure where it is at this point. Hopefully, it comes back pretty soon. But yeah, but I'm still gonna try. So y'all just, don't talk about me, please. I'm trying. But I really would first like to say thank you to all of the viewers out there, everybody who watched the episode last week with my exclusive interview with Romance. That's my new friend, y'all. He's so funny and so cool and so down to earth. And I really, 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 really have to thank you, Romance, for being so willing to let me interview you, just jumping at the opportunity. Y'all, he really jumped at the opportunity. When I asked him, he was just like, okay, sure, let's do it. So thank you all so much for watching, and thank you, Romance, so much. I'll be in Atlanta pretty soon, so I'll be catching up with you soon. Um, but anyway, here on the NYPS network, we have a couple shows besides mine. So while you're watching mine, also look out for Morning Tea with DeMarc. That's one of my good friends as well. Well, all of us are really good friends. We have to work together anyway, and we all get along so well. But Morning Tea with DeMarc, and his show is from on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then you have Two Live Crew, and Crew brings you Morning Tea with DeMarc is a radio show. He has several different guests all the time, like and it's just so inspiring and empowering. He has some guests that are just very, very funny. Some of his shows are, some of it, he's very real, down to earth, just like me. We talk about everything that's going on in our lives, all types of different things. So it's very uplifting. Please catch it if you can when he's live so that you can call in and contribute because he does take callers. But if you aren't able to catch him live, you can always go to www.nypsnetwork.com or find our Facebook page, NYPS Network, where you can catch the links to all of our shows. Um, so if you don't catch it live when it airs, you can catch it then whenever you have the time. Two Live Crew, Thursday nights at 7 p.m., and that is with my dog crew, spinning you all the great records, ones and twos of female artistry. Tats is a summer long show that showcases body art. So for those of you all who like tattoos and piercings and things like that, those that are on tats, they show their tattoos, they show their piercings, and then they explain to you, why they got it, why they like it, all of that good stuff. So you get to see a lot of skin, but it's just a good show. You all should catch it. Unpredictable, as much as he hates his name, but Leslie. He hates his name, y'all. But Leslie hosts Unpredictable, which is our late night TV show after 10 p.m. Anything that is aired on the NYPS network is not censored. So you will see shirtlessness. No genitals are shown, but you see shirtlessness. He may be nude in bed or something like that. He cusses a lot. He cusses like a sailor. He's such a southern gentleman, but he cusses like a sailor, y'all. But nothing is censored on the NYPS network after 10 p.m. So watch at your own risk. If you are easily offended by seeing someone shirtless or, sexual conversation, that show is not for you. Or anything that airs on the NYPS network live after 10 p.m. is not for you. So, yes, just had to put that disclaimer out there because we've gotten some, but yeah. Also, stay tuned. Just some more announcements before I get to today's topic. Um, we had a very successful mashup where the NYPS, all of the members got together and whatever it was we were doing on the 4th of July, how we were celebrating, that's what was shown on the mashup. So the mashup was very successful, and we're going to do another one pretty soon. So keep an eye out for the dates so that you all can participate by watching. And, some of you all may end up on the mashup depending on who you're around and where you are. So. Um, Also, Tuesday, a real talk session will be hosted discussing current events that are going on in the world via Zoom at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by Jonathan Moore, DeMarc, and Joy. So look out for information on that so you all will be able to tune in as they discuss their opinions and some of the events that are going on in the world. And maybe even in your own backyard. And this show is sponsored by Lyric. And Lyric is a music app that debuts and streams music from signed artists, amateur artists, independent artists, DJ, and spoken word. All of the artists are of the LGBTQ community, and it features over more than 800 artists. So if you are an artist and you want your music or your spoken word on Lyric, you can email or submit your work to info@lyric, and that's spelled LYRK.com, or tag them on Twitter. And the Twitter page is at Music Lyric, and the Twitter page is spelled LYRIK because LYRK was taken. So, again, if you are an artist and you want your music to be streamed on Lyric, email info at lyrk.com, or tag them on Twitter. And the Twitter page is at Music Lyric on Twitter. And that's spelled music, the regular way you spell music, LYRIK. Also, one last thing before I start. NYPS is hosting a cruise for a fundraiser. And this cruise, the dates are for next year, August 19th through the 27th. It's an 8-day cruise, August 19th through the 27th of 2017. The ports will be Fort Lauderdale, Grand Turk, La Romania, Dominican Republic, Curacao, and Aruba. The starting price is $749. To reserve a cabin is a deposit of $25 is required for NYPS members, and for the leadership is $50. No, I'm sorry, I'm reading this wrong. NYPS members and leadership is $25, $50 for non-members, and that's to reserve your cabin. And they do have payment installments, but if all of your fees are paid by the 31st of this year, the 31st, the end of this year, which would be December 31st, 2016, you get free VIP access, and there are a lot of other amenities that come with it, but free VIP access and upgrade is available if you pay your entire trip by December 31st, 2016. So yes, if you are interested, the link to join the cruise and to reserve your room and all of that grand stuff will be on the NYPS Network Facebook page, and it will also be on my personal page, and I'll also tweet it on Twitter, so you all will be able to get involved in that. I'm going. I'm ready. I'm down. It'll be my first cruise, so I'm down. So now that all of that is out the way, I think I hit everything. It's a lot. Um, Today's episode is actually going to be a little different because I'm hungry. So I'm going to show you all how to make taco dip, or for some people, rotel dip. I don't know what you all call it, but I've been craving taco dip for a while. I made it about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago when my coworkers came over to just kind of sit around, hang out, and drink and party or whatever. And it was really good, but I didn't get as much because they liked it so much. So like they ate most of it. I think I got probably like a couple scoops off of theirs after, whatever. So I'm gonna make taco dip again today, and I'm gonna show you all how to do it. And I'm doing it a little different because one of the sauces that I usually use, they didn't have in the store, so I had to improvise. So we're going to see how it turns out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be good, but we shall see. Anywho, I'm also going to be talking to you all too, so it's not just me cooking. It's still going to do my regular thing. So because this month, not year, this month is the National Black LGBTQ Youth Month here at NYPS. I decided that I would post tips on maintaining and keeping good mental health. Mental health is really big to me because I'm a psychology student. And so being able to maintain good mental health is something that's very important to a lot of us because there are a lot of things that we as the gay community deal with and battle with on a mental, spiritual, and physical level every day. And a lot of what goes on mentally can manifest into your physical well being. So it's very important that we maintain good mental health. So, with that being said, I'm about to move this computer. So, y'all, kind of follow along with me. But, let me just fix this stuff up real quick so I can read and still look at y'all. I'm sorry. I have to set some stuff up before I get to cooking so that it's a little bit easier. Um, but yeah. So here we're finna go. My apartment's really small. It's a 1-1, y'all. So the kitchen can literally like right here. And don't judge my kitchen because it's a lot going on, y'all. I've been all over the place traveling, so I really haven't had time to straighten everything up. And my friend just blessed me with a bunch of dishes and stuff because he moves with Atlanta. So it's just a little jump, but we'll be all right. Wait a minute, y'all can't see me. Okay, I'm trying to get it right. So, okay, I think that's good. Okay, but anyway, so I'm about to turn the stove on my burner. For some reason, everybody loves the front two burners, but this is really my favorite one, but it's so small. But anyway, turning the stove on now. And I don't I really try and limit my intake of beef and pork. So I'm using, what's this, about 1.25 pounds of ground turkey meat. Got this out of Walmart. I use turkey meat in just about anything and everything that I cook. So, yeah. Open. Right there. Okay. I have y'all sitting on the sink. I just want y'all to know I already washed my hands and I'm going to try not to use the sink very much because I don't want to run water on the computer. So don't judge me. I did wash my hands before I started cooking. Y'all just didn't see it, but they are clean. Anyway, I'm the only person that's going to be in this anyway, so. But I'm just kidding. But yes, it's very important that you wash your hands first before you go playing around in the kitchen, people. Okay, what I'm using is Crisco canola oil cooking spray. It's my favorite cooking spray. And letting the pan heat up before I put the meat in there. So anyway, we're going to get into some of these tips, and I'm just going to explain them to you all, which most of them are kind of self-explanatory anyway, but just giving you all the importance of some of these tips as to why you should maintain good mental health. Before I start, so yeah, I have ground turkey meat. I'm a Taco Bell fanatic. I live like right down the street from a Taco Bell, y'all. So like all of their sauces are so amazing. Don't judge me. Like as much Taco Bell as I eat, I should have turned into a chalupa by now, like for real. But usually I get the Taco Bell Chipotle sauce that they sell in Walmart. I don't know if they sell it anywhere else, but this time I'm going to use their salsa con queso mild and then their mild sauce. I really don't like super super hot food, and the taco seasoning is already going to be make the meat hot enough. So I'm using these two as like my sauces to give a little extra flavor, extra kick. And the original Taco Bell taco meat seasoning, I'm using that. But one of the reasons why people call it Rotel dip is because you use these Rotel tomatoes, little diced tomatoes in a can. These are like the best freaking tomatoes I've ever had when it comes down to diced tomatoes and chili and all that. And they come in different flavors. I've got these two original, but I think I have, oh yeah, I have a Mexican style too, with lime juice and cilantro. So I'm probably gonna use this one, and I'm gonna use one of both. So I'm gonna use that one and that one. Um, Mexican cheese, crab, and I like a little sour cream afterwards with everything. So have a little sour cream on the side to go with all the chips. And I don't know if y'all can see, but I got like hella chips up there because they were on sale at Publix the week that I made them. So I bought some at Walmart and then I had to go get some more because I had ran out. Well, almost ran out. So I got hella chips that I'm trying to get rid of. So that's another reason why I'm making this so I can eat some of those chips too because all that salt. But anyway, so one of the first tips on this website that I'm on. And I just looked up some. I have some of my own and some things that I do, and I'm going to share those with you too. But I'm just going to give you some stuff. Maintain good physical health. Physical health is very important, especially when it comes down to maintaining your mental health, because your mental and your physical are hand in hand, really. If you have bad mental health, and bad practices as far as maintaining your mental health. I don't like to touch me. It's so rude. But if you have bad practices when it comes down to maintaining your mental health, then your physical health is going to deteriorate. And if you have bad physical health, it's going to be hard to do things that you need to do in order to maintain mental health. They're really hand in hand, because bad physical health makes you dependent upon people and medicines and all types of different external forces that you should not be dependent upon. It's nothing wrong with depending on a person or, needing someone to help you, especially when it comes down to love and stuff like that. But when you just, give up because, you may be a little crippled or something like that, you may have had a little accident and, or what have you, and you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do this and I can't do that anymore, and you just use, certain things as a crutch, that's when it becomes an issue. I have it on like a medium high heat to cook the meat first, and then I'm gonna turn it back down once I start putting the sauces in, just to let y'all know. You can't really see everything that I got going on over here because I have to leave the camera in a way where, you know, it's out of the way. It's in the way, but it's out of the way, so I don't mess anything up. But yes, good physical health is very important, and physical health is important as well as for another reason because it gets out, you get your exercise in, um, and in doing that, walking, running, going to the gym. It's kind of a social thing as well because you get to interact with other people, and then it also exposes you to nature. So, like me, I really enjoy running when it's not as hot outside. All throughout the fall and the springtime, I go running, um, either up and down the street right outside where my apartment is, or I'll go to a park here in Tallahassee called Cascades Park. And in Cascades Park, it's very scenic. I'm born and raised in Jacksonville, so I'm used to being near water. The St. Johns River runs through Jacksonville, and then, of course, we can always go to the beach. So to me, Cascades Park is the closest thing I have to like beach and running, moving water because of the waterway that they have there. So it's very calming and relaxing. I put my music on. I just go running out there and just, kind of get into my zone and escape whatever's going on. And that's another thing, like physical health with exercising. It helps you escape your problems and your issues. So maintaining good physical health is very important. Um, and that is, it also goes with eating, all of that good stuff. So just maintain good physical health. Get out there, get out and exercise. Even if it's 30 minutes a day, 30 minutes of physical activity a day, I believe is what is recommended. I have to ask Mandy. But number two would be learn to release anger and let go of grudges. This is the one I was really eager to get to because I just had this conversation with my grandma. And it wasn't about me. I actually read her. Usually your parents and your grandparents read you and get you together about stuff. I had to get her together about stuff. So um, it's very important, and we were really talking about forgiveness. It's very important that we all learn to forgive people. Forgiveness is very, very highly important because if you don't, you hold on to a lot of issues and things that happened in the past, and you end up dwelling there. And that's not a good thing. You can't progress, you can't move forward if you're holding on to stuff that happened months ago, years ago, what have you. You have to learn to forgive. And that's what number two, this learn to release anger and let go of grudges, is all about. Um, Her and I had got into a conversation about a relationship that she has with one of our fellow family members. And she was just telling me, I really, every time I think the Lord is testing me, and I feel like I always fail the test. And she kept saying that. She was like, I just feel like I keep failing the test because every time, blah, 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 and this happened, or we get on the phone, I get pissed off and I end up cussing her out, and I hang up the phone, and then I get mad, and blah, blah, blah. And, I was just like, well, honestly, I said, Grandma, you have to learn to first off accept, and these are some steps in order to do this because I've done it. So, and I told her that too. I said, first off, you have to learn to recognize people for who they are, not for who you want them to be. Then you have to accept them as they are, not for who you want them to be, and not try and change them into the person you want them to be. So after you recognize who they are and you accept who they are, it's easier to forgive them because okay, this is that person. This is just what they do or what she does, what he does. It's cool. Like, you know what? I can't fault you for being you. Like my best friend in Taurus, his aunt says something, and that's the saying that he gave me stuck with me. You can't fault a snake for being a snake, but you could treat it like a snake. And I think I said this on a prior episode, but it just, you can't get mad at somebody for being who they are and treating you how they feel you should be treated. But what you can do is treat them accordingly. So if you feel like you're receiving second rate treatment, okay, you already know, like if you're giving them the first class experience, hey, baby, I'm going to need to bump you back to coach because no, this ain't cool. I can't, everything needs to be there needs to be some reciprocity in relationships, be it a familial relationship, friendships, romantic, no matter what it is, everything needs to reciprocate. What I give, I should get. And it may not be in the same ways, but the relationship should balance out to where we're doing for each other the same way. And I know I've got like way off topic, but but that's what that's saying. But if it doesn't and you realize that there is some toxicity in this relationship, let it go. Don't be angry with the person for doing whatever it is that they do or that they've done. Don't, it's no point in holding on. How can you climb and reach and fly if you're holding on to a whole bunch of baggage and BS? I can't say that other word, but you know what I mean. You can. You can. So don't even waste your time, trying to make something out of whatever it is, Don't hold on because you holding on to a grudge and holding on to what they've done, that's not hurting them. They going on with their life and doing what they want to do. They ain't the least bit worried about you and your grudge. So breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. I think that's what the song said. So let it go. Let it go. Don't hold on to foolishness and pettiness, Forgive. Don't forget, but definitely forgive people for any and everything that they've done to you. It's so freeing, and forgiveness is very important. It frees you from so much, and you find that you live a better life. And I'm really speaking from experience because I've had to learn to forgive a lot of people. So, and I'm in the process of forgiving some now. So, it's very important. Number three is be aware. And this one is pretty vague to me. They say look for the hidden message in negative or difficult situations. Learn from them. Experiencing adversity is meant to alert you to something or teach you a new skill. But be aware to me also kind of goes back to number two. Be aware of what's going on in your surroundings. Be aware of people who are taking more than they are giving. Be aware of, things that are pulling you down, and even so, even much so, not other people, but be aware of toxic behaviors that you have that are poisonous to you and that are holding you back. So always keep your eyes open to everything that's going on in your life. Don't let anything, just slip by. Don't become complacent in the place that you are. Always look for new opportunities and don't be afraid to strike out and, go for what you know. I actually had a conversation with one of my friends in Memphis, D'Angelo, and he was kind of, this is getting off topic too, but he was telling me that he's a little wary about moving away from Memphis because he's been in Memphis all his life, and both of us are about to graduate from college, and he was like, I see you always traveling. He was like, friend, I need to get like you. And I was like, yeah, but it takes just getting out there and going. You have to know how to travel, know where you're going, and just go. Do what you do. And he was like, I don't know. I'm just like, I want to get out of Memphis. I want to, do this, do that. I don't want to spend my whole life here, but I'm just like afraid to really get out there and do it. And I was like, look, you got to get out there and make it do what it do, because ain't nobody else going to do it for you. You got to make it do what it do. So, be aware of opportunities that you have to get out and travel and make better steps in life, and be aware of the things that you're doing to hold yourself back. Don't want to do that. Keep your brain active. This one is very, very important. What do they say? The idle mind is the devil's playground. Stay active. It's good for mental health as far as keeping you out of depression and things like that. But it also, I've read in a study that those who practice like what is it, like puzzles and things like that, it lessens your chance of Alzheimer's or developing dementia or any type of mental disease in later years. And for people who are in their later years, or what my grandma likes to call their golden age, um, a golden years, that's what she call them. Once you get up there in age, practicing puzzles, reading daily, crossword puzzles, she likes those. And so I usually go and buy her a book of them and, let her go for what she know. She reads her Bible all day, every day. And, she'll sit and watch TV. She'll turn the TV off. And at certain times of the day, I know she's reading her Bible or she's doing a crossword puzzle or something. So keep crossword puzzles. Go pick up a book. I have a couple actually that I started reading. Um, so do something to keep your brain active. You gotta do something to stay active, keep your brain active, keep your mind going. So do something to keep your brain active at all times. Stimulate your senses. Keep your mind active. Go, enjoy a museum, music. I love music. Music. If I'd be around here dancing, honestly, if I wasn't watching TV, I'm, cleaning up and dancing to music. So stimulate your senses, and that kind of goes back to going outside and working out. Go work out, get outside and enjoy the flowers and the scenery. Go to a concert, and not just, a major artist. Try and go to, a spoken word concert or something like that. Get out and experience, culturize yourself. I think that's more so is stimulate your senses. I'm going to say, go and get some culture. Go to something that you usually wouldn't go to. You and your friends should do it. I'm going actually to a play tomorrow. I'm going to watch one of the high schools here in Tallahassee. They're putting on The Little Mermaid. So I'm going to watch that. I'm really excited. I love Disney, so it's going to be very, very exciting. I also like to go to the Black Archives Museum here in Tallahassee at FAMU. Um, I have not been to the Museum of Florida Natural History yet, but I'm going to go to that soon. And then a good friend of mine works at one of the other museums here. They have zip lining. I'm going there too. But so I have two museums that I need to go visit. But like I said, I like to go to Cascades Park and go running and stuff like that. So usually I'm outside. I mean, I work outside too at my job, but I do like to enjoy nature for, her beauty and splendor. So go, besides going to the movies and all that other stuff, go enjoy a nice walk through the park, a stroll through the park or something like that. Get out and Enjoy the world. Go taste new food. I love to go eat. You know, me and my best friend will go and find us a new restaurant and go for what we know, like it ain't nobody's business. So, okay, I'm gonna kick this heat up again because I'm trying to hurry up and get through this in an hour and not take a whole hour just to cook the meat because all of it's not done. So, what you want to do now that I'm back on the cooking side, what you want to do is make sure that all the meat is cooked thoroughly so you don't see any pink at all. Pink meat is not good. Take that how you want. But I just don't enjoy pink meat. Not like that. Um, well, no, I do like my steaks medium well. So just a little bit. Just a little bit. And so you see, I'm a little ghetto, a little hood. I'm using a fork to kind of dice up the meat a little bit. You want it as small as you can possibly get it. So I'm using me a little fork to just kind of chop it up as it cooks. And then the next thing we're going to do, because most of it is almost done now, let it cook some more. That's a big chunk right there. Trying to chop it all up, y'all. But the next thing we're going to do is add the taco seasoning. Now that all of this is mostly cut up, and I'm going to mix that in. So you only need one pack, and this is probably going to be too much anyway. But, so y'all be a little more conscious of what you pick up at the store because I just picked up white turkey meat and I usually don't buy that. I was like, oh my gosh. But either way, I use ground turkey. So just put the seasoning on and mix it on in. Mix the meat around just a little bit. I was wondering why it was taking so long for this stuff to cook right. So just shake the seasoning on in over all of the meat. It's only one little package. Oh, I'm about to say, I know it's more seasoning here than that now. Okay, no, jigging me out. Baby. So, got the seasoning on. And so I'm going to mix the meat around a little bit more so that the seasoning is on every piece of meat. Oh, it's always so strong, I almost done. Okay, make sure it's all cooked in. These chunks are a little big still, but that's okay. That's all right. This is just for me. Not perfected. This is not perfect at all. All right, so now that the meat, I'm gonna try and give y'all a visual. This is the meat. All right, so turn the heat down a little bit, and I'm going to add one bottle of mild sauce. Add the whole bottle. Now this is just for flavor aspect. Everybody doesn't necessarily like mild sauce, so it's kind of up to your taste buds what you use. Some people like that Diablo fire stuff. That's not up my alley. So get your life, but not here. And just pour it over. Pour it over all the meat and mix the meat around in it. Heat down. So now the heat is about a little under medium, so it's like a low high, high low, whatever. However you want to look at it. All right, so I'm gonna get back to some of that, some more of the tips. I'm gonna go through the full list. It's only 10 of them. I think we made it about halfway through anyway. So mix all the meat in after you put the sauce on and just let that set and simmer for a little bit. Not too long, but kind of get the flavor in there while it cooks in the taco seasoning and the sauce. And then we'll go from there. Where's my can opener? Here it is. Okay. Just had to make sure that was in place. Information. All right. So keep your brain active, stimulate your senses. So now we're like, have fun and don't take yourself too seriously. That one is one that I struggle with a lot. I mean, I like to have fun with my friends, but sometimes I'm a very serious person. And they'll tell you that if they know me. Like my friends know, I can be very serious sometimes. And I have to learn how to joke sometimes with people. Um, and I have a very serious demeanor about myself. Most people think that I rarely am a goofy person, but I am actually really goofy sometimes. But I do like to laugh. I love to laugh. I really do. Um, Sometimes I can't stop myself. But you have to learn to get out there and have fun. And that's one thing that I look for when I look for someone to date. Um, Someone who can make me laugh and keep me from being too serious about everything in life and serious with myself. Someone that takes me out of my serious mode and gets me into let's have fun, babe. Ha ha, hee hee. Ooh, look at you. Whatever. Just little silly stuff. Like I like that. So, um, always, go out and have fun, do stuff. Always be around people. But don't take yourself too seriously. It's nothing wrong with being serious about your goals and about your business and things like that. But there should be a balance between you and your work life, your professional life, your goals and things like that, and social life and fun and people and family and all that great stuff. So that's very important, not to take yourself too seriously because you hustle, you hustle, you hustle, and you work, you work, you work, and that's not living. That's not living at all. You're existing. You're making a life for yourself. You're making a living, but you're not living. So do things that are fun for you with your friends and with people that you love and care about. The next one, number 7, maintain supportive relationships. This goes back to be aware. When you notice that someone is not supportive of you and not, and I actually was just talking about this with one of my close friends. He and one of his friends fell out because his friend called him and told him that he felt like this actually happened to two people I know, actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah. But anyway, so a friend called him and told him that he feels like he's not doing anything with his life. Um, and that he needs to make better decisions and this and that and all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, he's a little down on his luck. And, everything isn't sunny days and blue skies and sunshine for him right now. But as a friend, I felt like it was really like out the way and kind of rude for him to call him and just tell him, oh, just basically put him down. He kicked him while he was down. That's not a supportive relationship. Now, a supportive relationship also is not someone who goes along with every single thing that you do and they don't tell you when you're wrong. Now, the difference between what his friend did and what should have happened, instead of calling him and telling him you're not going anywhere, you're not doing anything, the call should have been, so what's your plan? This is where you want to go. That's what you want to do. So what's your plan? What are you going to do? I support what okay, you want to move, you want to go here. That's cool. Go ahead and do it. But you need a plan. Don't get where you're going and be complacent. You need to plan this stuff out. What is it that you want to do? You got to move and shake. You got to do better. And encourage that friend or encourage that person to do better in life. If you don't have people that will tell you when you're wrong, but also help you plan out a better way of getting to where you got to go and reaching your goals, and they don't encourage you to reach your goals and aren't helping you with their network or helping you expand your network so that you can get to where you want to go, those aren't good people to keep in your life. And be it family members or whomever, there's just not good people to keep in your life. So keep that in mind. Be aware. Number 8, pay it forward. It says donate your old clothes, furniture, and items you don't use anymore to your local Goodwill, Salvation Army, or charity of your choice. I'm taking that as pay it forward. do good things for other people. It's a study has shown, a couple studies actually that I've read have shown that when you do good for other people, you actually feel better about yourself. So doing a good deed, um, no matter how big or small it is, like paying for somebody's food that's behind you in the drive-through, or well, I really wouldn't recommend this because it's kind of dangerous to do that. Giving somebody a ride when you see them walking, that's kind of dangerous. But yeah, stuff like that, little things, pay it forward. Do what you can to help someone else, and do something to alleviate just a little bit of human suffering and things that are going on in the world. Um, Take yoga classes, learn to meditate or incorporate a relaxation technique into your routine. That is hard to do, especially for somebody like me, because I'm always going. Okay, so now that that's set in a little bit and most of the sauce is cooked in, I'm going to add the queso. Ooh, queso is actually, we'll add the queso in. And the queso, again, is, just something for a little, it's just for taste, you know. I really like the chipotle sauce better. The chipotle sauce really, like, to me, set it out. But I'm going to use the queso in this sauce. And I like cheese, y'all. I really, really like cheese. So don't judge me. I'll put cheese in just about any and everything. Some people like cheese, bacon, all of that. That's me. So I got my queso in there. Stir that around and let that cook in too. Queso makes it it gives it that thickening effect, but when it cooks out, it's not really going to be soupy. Well, with all this queso in it, might be a little soupy. But it kind of thickens up and holds everything together. So, and now I'm going to open up the cans of, I'm going to do the first one. This one's the Mexican with the cilantro and lime juice. But yeah, what was I talking about? Okay, yeah, yoga. I'm like always going. So relaxation is sometimes a little hard for somebody like me. I have to make myself stop sometimes and just kind of breathe and get myself in order before I run into like a wall and I just can't get it right. So find something that you can do. It doesn't have to be yoga. It doesn't have to be, whatever, meditation or something like that. But find something, some type of technique or thing you do that will allow you to relax yourself, ease your mind, de-stress, and you should do this just about every day, preferably before you go to bed. Because the best way to get really, 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 really good sleep is to relax your mind and relax yourself before you go to bed. If you do that, you'll have great rest. And when you wake up in the morning, if you don't oversleep, you won't have that groggy, drowsy, borderline angry, mean, all of that other good stuff that people are in the morning. Even if you're not a morning person, it will still help. So, yeah. Find something that you can do. Some people pray. I pray too. So, um, something you can do that just relaxes you and puts you at ease before you go to bed. Breathing techniques are good too. I know people do that before, and you can actually use this before a test too. This is actually just going further. This is also good test taking behavior to relax yourself and de stress before a test if you're not a good test taker. So, um, this it's that tip is actually a really good one. It's a really good one because you can use it for more than, well, I guess that is maintaining good mental health, huh? Yeah, but it's really great. De-stress. Always, find something that you can do to de-stress. something healthy that you can do to de-stress yourself. Okay, so I added both cans of the tomatoes, and so now I'm gonna open up the cheese. I added the salsa, queso, and the sauce. So now I'm just gonna sprinkle some cheese in and let that warm and melt. I like everything to y'all. I've already said it, I'm gonna say it again. I like cheese. I really do. So it's gonna be real cheesy. Thank God I'm not lactose intolerant. I be, y'all know. Y'all already know. Stir the cheese in. Let it get all warm and melted and stuff. It's like super cheesy. It's gonna be so good with these chips. Y'all don't know. I am so hungry right now. This is about to be so good, so clutch. Okay, so last tip: learn to savor and appreciate the moment. That kind of goes without any explanation. But I'm gonna take it a step further. Learn to appreciate the now. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate your life, the people that are in it. Appreciate all of the moments that everything that's brought you to this point where you are in life, even if it's not where you want to be, not your ideal spot. Be thankful because there are a lot of people that aren't here. And to kind of go in on that, my best friend Tyler, she shared, and this actually I was almost like about to cry earlier. She shared the video montage of her, or compilation, I guess, of her high school class. She graduated from the same high school, but she was a year behind me. Um, and in the video, I saw pictures of people that passed away. Some of her classmates died within the year that they graduated, actually. They graduated in June, and one of them died, I want to say, a week after she was shot. And then another one, she was shot as well. I want to say somewhere in, July. Somewhere this month, she died. So appreciate the moments that you have, especially with the people in your life that are here. Because you never know, especially these days with so much going on in the world. You never know when that last moment will be. When that last, I love you, the last goodbye, whatever it is, you never know when those final moments will reach you all. So enjoy the now. Be grateful for everything and everyone that you have, and be grateful for all of the moments that, like I said, that have brought you here and gotten you to where you are. Because, had you given up, you don't know where you'd be right now. And I'm pretty sure most of us don't know where we would be had we given up on our lives. And so, just be grateful. That's the savor the moment, savor and appreciate everything that you have, everyone that you have in your life, everything that you've accomplished, even if you feel like you haven't accomplished everything that you want to. That I really can't. I'm about to cry. Yeah, let me let that go. So anyway, here is the final product. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can. Okay, there we go. So here's the final product, super duper cheesy. So I made my taco dip, not how I usually make it, but this is my version of taco dip. And everybody makes it differently. Let me put this back on the heat so I can get warm a little bit. I add a little bit of sour cream to, let me fix this back up. Add a little bit of sour cream to the bowl once I just kind of get it. Hold on, I'm trying to open the sour cream. Once I scoop some out and put it into a bowl, I add sour cream to the bowl and mix it in, and then I just go for what I know. And I'm about to go in on this right now. I'm not gonna let y'all watch me eat because I can be a messy eater. I don't like people watching me while I eat. So, thank you all so much for watching. This episode was a little different because I actually got up and cooked. Who knows? I might cook some more. You never know what you may get on the show. You really, really don't. But I hope that you all did enjoy those tips on mental health. and my rambling on explaining those tips. Um, Take your mental health and your spiritual health and your physical health very important. All three go hand in hand. I hope that you all are enjoying this month. Here at NYPS, we have a couple more events going on. I can't find where I wrote them down, unfortunately. But stay tuned. I will keep you all posted via my show page, my personal page, the NYPS Network page, on anything that is up and coming for the rest of the National Black LGBTQ Youth Month, Youth Pride Month. So, in the meantime and in between time, thank you all so much for watching. Again, thank you all, my viewers, for those numbers and those ratings from the episode with romance. It was amazing. I know it was more so about him than it was seeing my face, but it was amazing that you all were interested in watching. Keep a lookout because you never know who may be on one of our shows. So keep your eye on the NYPS network because we have some other big names in the gay community that you all might want to see and might be interested in. And you never know whose show they're going to be on. They might be on mine. They might be on Cruz. They might be on DeMarc. They might be on Leslie's. You know, we might get them on tat. So you get to see those tattoos and things. You never know. So, oh, I just kicked the stove. Ouch, that hurt. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Keep your eye on the NYPS network. You never know what may go on, what we may have, what we may drop. Look out for that mashup coming up soon. And in the meantime, in between time, I hope you all have had a great and wonderful Monday. If you didn't, Tuesday is tomorrow, and that means that Wednesday is only a day away. And you know, once you get to hump day, it's all downhill from there. So, enjoy your week. Be loved, be light, be great, be all those wonderful and marvelous things. Do something to help somebody else. Maintain good mental health. And I love you. I will see you all next week.